right, guys, let's talk about it. Do you need a Hobonichi Weeks? Okay, so the short answer is abso-freaking-lutely, but today's video is going to be all about telling you why I love this planner, why I think you should probably try it out, and is it really worth the hype? Yes, the short answer is yes. All right, I'm going to turn around the camera and we're going to talk about the Hobonichi Weeks and all the rage that it is causing all throughout the planner community. All right, so here it is. This is the Hobonichi Weeks. So this is truly an on-the-go planner. First of all, let me rewind. I'm not here to convince you to tell you that you need this planner, but this is more or less if you're kind of on the outside looking in and wondering, why the heck is everyone buying this planner all of a sudden? And let me tell you, it's a deceptively spacious planner. It doesn't look like it. Right here is the Hobonichi cousin. Underneath here, it looks like microscopic compared to this, which is A5, and this is very close to a standard size, although still even smaller than a standard TN size planner. And then to give you even more of an idea, here is a standard 7x9 notebook. You're probably like, what in the world? How do you fit all the things in here? It can happen. It can actually happen. So my favorite thing about the Hobonichi Weeks is the fact that its footprint, its entire profile is so small and very unassuming, and just, you can still literally fit everything that you fit in here. I promise you, you can. Now, if you're truly going to do daily planning in your weeks, I might recommend the Mega Weeks, but if you don't need to do daily planning, this is more than enough space. So that is like reason number one that I think you might need to at least try the Hobonichi Weeks. Second is the weight. The Hobonichi cousin is massively heavy. It doesn't start off that way, but it gets progressively heavier throughout the year as you add inks, pens, washies, stickers. Like, the paper just absorbs everything and it just puffs up like a puffer fish. Just kidding. It gets crinkly, but as you add things throughout the year, yes, it does get even heavier. So just to kind of show you what my current Hobonichi cousin is looking like, and I haven't even been in this the entire year. So here's the difference of one that was used about halfway through this is a spring start, by the way, to one that is all the way brand new. So you can see how it just fluffs up, right? There you go. There's your frame of reference for that. The other thing is that, again, you get all of the same features as you would in any other planner, just in a more condensed version, right? So you do have a year at a glance. You even get an additional year at a glance space where the possibilities are endless here. You can use it for tracking, you can use it to track paydays, you can use it for just about anything. Track your workouts, I don't know, track your travel, anything. So you almost get two annual calendars, but you always get the year before the current year and then the following year, and then you get this tracker page. You also get a month on 2 pages, just like any other planner. Again, very condensed. Everything is on grid here, so it's not lines, it's grid, which I absolutely love. And the calendar is Monday start. Also my favorite, my personal favorite. Now this planner does not come with tabs, so if you're someone who loves tabs, you're gonna have to purchase tabs. You could also just get index clips to mark where you are in your current month, week, where you are in your notes pages, things like that. Now, here is a look at my current week, and you can see here that I have just about everything that's written here as I do in my current week in my Hobonichi cousin, which actually has a whole like sticker kit, all of that fun stuff in here, but of course it's just on a grander scale. So if you are someone who just doesn't need all of the stickers, all the extra stuff, and I can show you a page where there's just not quite as much stickering, like maybe 1 sheet of stickers. If you don't need all of those extra embellishments in your planner, you're going to have more than enough space in a Hobonichi Weeks. It's just really that simple. So let me go ahead and show you a page that is blank. So on the left, you're going to have this horizontal view, and then on the right, you're just going to have a whole grid page that you can do whatever you want till your heart's content. Now, what I do like is that you get these little marks that are kind of hard to see. You'd kind of have to see it in person, where you can add some additional lines. I've even seen people literally take the entire weeks and make it a vertical planner. It is truly amazing, the creativity within the Hobonichi community. So that is how a week looks. Again, to me, the weeks gives you a canvas to take a very minimal approach with planning. Now, that being said, there are plenty of shops that make full-on sticker kits. So if you just want to get really sticker happy in this planner, you absolutely can. You may just have a little bit less space to write directly on the paper. Now, let's talk about the notes section in the back. So this is just a regular weeks, and it comes with approximately 75 pages of notes pages. That's a lot of notes pages when you think about it. Think about your standard like Erin Condren planner, or like an Emily Lay daily planner, or just other weekly planners. How many notes pages do they have? On average, it's 2 to 5 notes pages. That's it. So the weeks, the standard one having 75 is just absolutely amazing. Like, I just cannot believe that there's that many notes pages. So if you're worried about running out of space, it's just not going to happen in this planner. I promise you that. Secondly, if you decide to get the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, you're going to end up with a planner that has 219 notes pages. This is where it'll come in handy to do some daily pages. When I was using the Mega, I'm still on the fence about that, by the way. I was just doing some quick like daily bullet journaling over here in the back, and of course swatching all the markers, and it worked. I wasn't really reaching for my Hobonichi cousin a whole lot because I just didn't need to. This had all of the space for every day for the whole year, and that's all you would need in this whole planner. You would get 2 yearly views, your monthly views, your weekly views, and enough to do all of your dailies in this tiny little planner. The great thing too is like you don't have to get any sort of special bag for this planner. I know you know what I'm talking about, right? Way back in the day, like 2014, 2015, everyone in their Erin Condrens was running to Target to get this special, it was like a satchel type of bag. If I can find a photo of it, I'll insert it somewhere here on the screen. But people were losing their minds to find a bag that was big enough to get their planner in and out of without destroying the planner, where they could actually carry other things along with their giant 7x9 planner, right? And just think about it, a lot of store-bought planners are 8.5 by 11. They're massive. But you can still fit everything that you need in those same larger profile planners in this size of planner. Now, while I'm here talking about all the reasons why you need to run to JetPens, Amazon, wherever, the Hobonichi website to get a weeks, let me tell you about maybe 1 or 2 downsides to it, because you guys know I'm always going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. So if paper color is a huge issue for you, the weeks may be something that you're either going to be willing to take the time to get used to, or it's just a big, huge no for you. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the Hobonichi Cousin paper. This is the Weeks paper. There is a yellow hue to it, and most of you immediately why it was more yellow, and that is because this is truly meant to be an on-the-go planner. So when you're out in the bright sun and you've got your planner out, it's a little less harsh on the eyes, which I am like, that is so considerate of them to do that for us. So that might be something that doesn't work for you. However, my favorite thing with the Hobonichi Weeks is to just go ahead and purchase stickers from shops that sell transparent stickers. Why? Because stickers that are printed on white paper or have a white offset are only going to bring out just how yellow the paper is. It's really not that yellow. It's just going to highlight the yellowness of the paper. So I typically will steer clear from using any sort of stickers that have the white offset around the edge, because it's just such a stark contrast and it bugs. It's just a personal preference. So if a shop offers stickers that are printed and cut on transparent paper, I'm all for it. It looks great in the Hobonichi Weeks. It's less bothersome. It's great. The only other thing is the crinkleness of the paper. You either love it or you hate it. Let's be real. A lot of people are like, oh, it's like toilet paper. It's like Bible paper. It's this, that, and the fourth, right? I think it's great. It feels like a truly lived in book as you use the pages. Again, you could kind of see that at the top of my Hobonichi Cousin. Like you can see the pages starting to wrinkle up a little bit, but that's kind of the appeal of these books, right? This is like full of memories and your past year and all the things you did and all of that. So yeah, it's gonna have that lived in feeling and it's truly amazing. Okay, so now that I've spent about 10 to 15 minutes attempting to, market a reason why you need the weeks. Again, you should still choose a planner that works for you and your season of life, always first and foremost. So just kind of wanted to give you an insight as to maybe why people love the weeks so much. This has truly been a planner that I have loved before in the past, and I am now back in a season of life where it makes sense for me to have this, right? I'm constantly on the go, back and forth between work. I don't need a really large planner anymore. I just don't. So something like this works perfectly as a companion with my Hobonichi Cousin. And honestly, if there are times where I don't feel like using the daily pages in my Cousin, I could just do that daily planning in here in the Hobonichi weeks. They work. It's a great system for me. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. If you have any other questions about the Hobonichi weeks, or you're thinking about, dipping your toe into the weeks world and you've got more questions, let me know down below in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer them, and I'm sure some other people from the community will as well. That is the great part about the Hobonichi community. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.